Finally, we have a mixture of solutions problem. I personally find these a little bit simpler than the previous problem, but some people get kind of nervous when they see all of these percentages. So let's walk through this. Sashina is a lab assistant at her community college. She needs to make 200 milliliters of a 40% solution of sulfuric acid for a lab experiment. The lab only has 25% and 50% solutions in the storeroom. How much should she mix of the 25% and 50% solutions to make the 40% solution? So I have a 25% solution. I'll call that one X. I have a 50% solution. I'll call that Y. We need a 40% solution. This last column should always be what you need. Every single time. So let's see. We need to have a total of 200 milliliters of the 40% solution. So I'll put milliliters up here. We don't know how much of the 25%. We do not know how much of the 50%. Here we have the value, and that is the value of the solution. How much acid is in the solution. We're going to write these as decimals. So a percent is a decimal, you just have to divide it by 100. So our value for the 25% solution is 0.25. Value for the 50% solution is 0.5. The value for the 40% solution is 0.4. Finally, we have our total column where we multiply across. So 0.25x, 0.5y, multiplying across 200 times 0.4. I will use my calculator, is 80. We're going to add going down. Here is one equation. Here is the other equation. So we know that x plus y is going to be equal to 200. Zero 0.25x plus 0.50y is equal to 80. I'm going to use substitution. I'm going to solve for x over here. Give me a minute. My computer's acting funky. There we go. Start over here. X equals 200 minus y. So I'm going to substitute this 200 minus y in for x in this equation. I'll go ahead and distribute the 0.25, and we get 50 minus 0.25y plus 0.5y equals 80. Combine like terms, and we get 50 plus 0.25y equals 80. Subtract 50 from both sides. 0.25y equals 30. Multiply both sides by 4 to get rid of that decimal, and we get y equals 120. Now I am going to put that 120 into this equation for y to solve for x. (200 minus 120 is 80. So we need 80 milliliters of the 25% solution. We need 120 milliliters of the 50% solution.